Hey, how's it going? My name is Nick Kenyon, and today I am introducing Teammate, the Professor's Platform. We are an integrated online and offline learning platform and device that will seamlessly introduce all sorts of classrooms to the 21st century. Before we get into that, I'm going to have my friend ronit talk to you about empathy and us getting into the shoes of our target audience and other students.
For empathy, we want to thoroughly understand the perspectives of people who experience the pain points, including their feelings and needs. To identify our pain point within the Dodge 150 classroom, we tried to put our minds in the students' views. Nick is our only group member who has physically been inside the learning environment, so he told us the issues that he had with that particular space. This way, our group would be able to view the situation from the other students' perspectives. This included the walls, viewing angles, comfortability, the lighting, etc. So we used these pain points and created a mind map, and from that, we realized that the awkward viewing angles pain point had the most depth. We have used two methods of empathic research, which are observation and ethnographic contextual interviews. For observation, Nick, from his previous experience, has noticed this issue while actually studying in Dodge 150. Nick conducted an acid test with a few of his friends as a method of empathic research, which is essentially ethnographic contextual interviews. When researching online, we found that most of the classroom distractions were technology related, but as students, we know that just taking away our electronic devices won't solve anything, as they can be beneficial for us in the work environment as well. Having a sort of hybrid environment would allow us to have the best of both worlds. According to an article by BBC, taking notes by hand has been proven to be the best way of doing so, as it ultimately allows people to retain information better. So we should mandate the use of notebooks rather than laptops when taking notes in school. A way of allowing technology, obviously besides research purposes, would be implementing short breaks. Since it is not easy for many students to stay focused on schoolwork for multiple hours in a row, implementing short breaks during classes would be beneficial. This is because it has been proven that regular short breaks can keep students focused, increase productivity, and reduce stress, just to name a few of the advantages.
Hello everyone, my name is Brian John, and the description of the problem is that the layout of the room creates awkward viewpoints for professors as well as students. After research, we found out 3 points here. The first one is the chairs with wheels could be misplaced. Then it will cover the vision of other students for sure. So it is a problem. And the second one is overhead light are harsh. Some of the students cannot have a comfortable view. And for example, those light makes the projector hard to see for students, so they have to look at the TVs on the wall, but that also means turning your back to the professor during lectures. It must be a problem. And the third one is the podium, projector, and whiteboard are separated on different walls, making students hard to view and stay focused. To solve this problem, we need those data collection and analysis. But it's difficult to find the exact number of people and the degree of suffering from this problem on the internet. So we decided to do the interviews with students and professors and observations of them.
After brainstorming multiple possibilities, we converged all our proposal into 3 solutions. A general approach that rearranges the layout, a courageous novel that implements 360-degree projection, and a mild but more acceptable one, a fixed platform that upgrades with auxiliaries. Using Pure Matrix, we had a clear insight of the advantage of our winner solution, that it directly addressed our core problem of bad views by stressing out the professor. Compared with the other two, the former, which is too futile to make things better, and the later, being too aggressive that frightened our stakeholders' mind and wallet. But this platform is harmless and should be accepted by majorities. Why is it better? We admit that for the current solution, there is a profound wooden platform for the traditional big classroom, and there is an elegant and a maneuverable product for smaller meetings. But they aren't our competitors. In fact, our category fits in a market that came along with online teaching. We designated our customers to as professors who are facing only 10 or 20 students in person, or giving a live lecture to hundreds of viewers, and individuals who have the desire in giving quality presentation online. The traditional platform is too stiff to perform such action. They need extra cameras, voice receiver, and scattered components to set everything up, while high-tech tablets are just too overwhelmed and expensive for a mere online class. Thus, we merge them into a platform that the professor does not need to consider anything besides giving the lecture, and the online class is simplified to only pressing buttons. There won't be weird angles for camera or horrible positions for projection screen anymore. Students who raise their hand can be heard loud and clearly. Notes are uploaded simultaneously, and everyone can focus on the whiteboard and professor. We dedicate to ensure easy access to indispensable functions for hybrid species, while satisfy the demand with inexpensive costs. Thanks to a year of online classes, we have the competence and capabilities to lower our product to be the same price as a bundle of whiteboard, camera, and mics, so that every teacher or anyone in need of this presentation are affordable and willing to purchase for fast and convenient access.
Thank you, Sue. I will be talking about our primary points of differentiation from current solutions. At this juncture, there really aren't a lot of all-in-one integrated solutions that optimize virtual learning as well as in-person learning. We have our classrooms at Northeastern are fairly optimized, but even then, especially Dodge 150, you're still looking at not only having the issues of being an in-class student, but also the issues of being virtual students. It can be very hard to get good views on lectures, see what the professor is writing on the board, and things of that nature. As far as how defensible it will be kind of challenging to protect this with as intellectual property. I believe that we'll have to do something to make it patent protecting, but we'd have to work with a patent lawyer anyways, and that is something we do believe that we would be able to achieve, but it would take a lot of effort. And the acid test, we conducted the acid, well, I conducted the acid test on my roommates, Ian Duffy, Griffin Byer, Trevor Terries, and Henry Naughton. They're all business students at Northeastern, varying in experience from second years to fourth years. They've all been to Dodge Hall, but never actually, or only about half of them have had significant class time there, but they've all got experience there. They thought that, well, the room kind of did have a messy layout. There were kind of places where it felt like a traditional classroom would be better, and there were also places where even the team-oriented environment or the team orientation of the classroom just wasn't effective in general. But overall, they thought, when I showed them the prototype that I had drawn up, which will be in the appendix as well, they really thought that the idea had potential not only in Dodge 150, but across a ton of different classrooms. Next, I will be talking about the resource requirements. So just for basic assembly, we're going to need everything that a smart classroom requires: projectors, whiteboards, video cameras, microphones, anything that we're going to need to optimize the classroom into the 21st century and embrace this online learning environment that we're currently experiencing. We're going to need design experience. We're going to need someone who can help us optimize the user experience for both the professors and for the teachers. And professors, teachers, and students all, because that will be really where we can actually see some serious results. If we have teachers and students both interested in buying into the product, they're going to be very, very willing to work with us and help us kind of improve and implement it as well. As far as barriers to completion go, it's going to be very difficult to find a distribution network that's cost effective. It's going to be very difficult to find people that we can actually talk to about the efficacy of the project without actually having a working prototype, just because people aren't going to be able to give us as realistic of feedback without actually being able to use a model of our project. As far as an action plan from here on, we believe that students would be interested in this and are on our side, but we think that we would need to start talking with teachers and professors about design capabilities and other pain points they have experienced through both online learning and just regular teaching in Dodge 150 as well. After that, we plan on, like I said, assembling a prototype so we can really get really tangible feedback about our product and see where we're ahead of the game and where we're kind of behind current solutions, and we'll be able to crunch numbers. And after that, we plan on expanding from First Northeastern University out, hopefully to other private universities, and then eventually, if we can create a viable, cost-effective product that helps everyone, we'd be able to branch out into public high schools, regular schools, and really anywhere that you kind of want to set up an online classroom of sorts, which could be just about anywhere.
And that is all for today's presentation. Thank you all.